Hello, YouTube. Let's see if I remember how to stream. It's been a while. Anyway, if you're on YouTube watching this as a recording, you might want to skip ahead a few minutes till I get my friends in the box popping in here and say our hellos and figure out what we're going to do today. It's going to be something with Robyn McClendon's. These are old. These are February. I'm way behind. A lot of stuff going on here at home. So I squeaked it in the last day of the month. Hey, Joan. Welcome. Taking a little hydration break. Hey, Dot, any word from Dot, Joan? Hey, Tori. The two early birds. You can hear me tapping. I'm stalling. Hey, Parlan. Welcome. Waiting for people to gather here in the chat before we start off. Hey, Tam. Oh, good. You heard from her today. Did they do the pacemaker? Hi, Devin. Allie. Hello. CB. Go ahead and start. I'm here. Okay. Well, there's the word I was waiting for. CB's here. We may begin. So I'm very late at getting to Robyn's February printables. Squeaked in literally under the wire. We like to try to do them in the first few days of the month, but we had a lot of things going on here with the health things with the family. And I'm just reading Joan's message. They haven't fitted her for a pacemaker. Well, I'm glad you got to hear from her anyway and get an update. Hey, Alan. How long are you on? At least 2 hours, Allie. So yeah, Robyn's printables. Let's get to that, and then I'll get the chit chat out of the way because you know how I get distracted. So I'm just going to move this stuff out of here. I kind of decorate it for a thumbnail that's going to be up in the video. So I thought I was going to use all these things, and I probably will, but maybe in a different way. These are my LEBENZON brushes I might use. Some oil pastels, my rose gold watercolor. Here's a new watercolor journal I got. I haven't tried it yet. Like I said, it's been a little crazy. But I'm going to open it up. I hate when they do that and you get all those little bits in there. I'll mess with that later. But this is by St. Louis Art Supply. And it's a spiral bound, heavy, really heavy watercolor paper journal. And I thought it was a nice size for swatches and stuff. So I'm going to try one of those bad boys coming up here when I get the time, whenever the hell that'll be. Hey, Glenda, Vicki, Jean, neighbor Jean, hello. So let me show you the February printables. They're on Robyn's Teachable site, and I will link all that after I get the video finished and uploaded. I'm very late with this, and I'll explain why. But these are the February printables. She's got a mixture of all different sorts of collage works with scripting in it. And of course, all these colors go back to all of her other previous. And actually, she's been doing it for a year now. I think we started last February. Didn't we, Vicki? Vicki Ross is on Robyn's design team as well. I think it's a year. But these are a lot of textured jelly prints. You can see some metallic in there. And a lot of green, gold colors, some blues and reds. So it's a little more color than some of the previous packs, but they all blend back. And here you can see a good reason of why they all blend back. You mishmash them all together and it can't look bad. But these are all sorts of different textures. Jelly prints. I like this blue. And this blue and this green here, I think has changed my mind as to what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to leave these on the side as I go through them. I like that little basket weave design. And here's some of this red is pretty too. I like this one with the scripting on the bottom. There's another little collage bit, like a bunch of torn pieces put together. A green one on the diagonal. Hey, Lise. Lise, is that Lise? Is that how you say your name, dear? Another blue one. I'm going to pull that out. Different striations and colorations here. I love this print down the side of this. I might pull that out too. Oh, how did they go? This way, yeah. This one's cool with the browns and all the script bits on there. I might be able to put that one to use. Hi, Dana. Welcome. This one. Another one. And these two. Really like those. So I'm going to put those to the side. All right. So I was going to do just a collage in my journal. My brain's pretty fried. There's a whole lot of stuff going on here. But I will set these aside, and I'm going to set this aside. I don't think I'm going to do the journal. I was thinking today that it won't be too much longer that our, hang on, let me read Joan's message. Dorothy's waiting on the hospital to get a care package in progress for her. That could take quite a while knowing their the care system. Oh, yay. Well, at least she's in the hospital where they can look after her rather than sending her home. Speaking of hospitals, hey, Z. Well, let me get started. Let me show you what I think I'm going to do. And I'm just going to do it. What the hell? We'll just do it. I was given this, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. A bunch of my girlfriends at work always get together and do like a Pollyanna gift exchange and a dinner out for Christmas. Of course, we didn't do it last year. Guess why? But the year before, this was what I won. It was like for the deck outside. And there's a candle bit in here. Oh, let's see if I can get this out without breaking it. Oh, it's an electric candle. Oh, cool. Okay. That's good. So it's an electric battery operated candle. Gives you a little flicker of light in there. So what I thought I was going to do is collage this around the bottom and around this top. Maybe paint this handle that bronze paint color, maybe. So, hey, Margaret. I was going to try to show you. I was trying to find a picture, and I couldn't get a picture, but I found a video. And I don't know if you'll be able to really see this or not, but I'm trying to show you the colors that are out on our deck when it's decorated for spring and summer. Right, the furniture, see that shades of blue in that chair, and little pops of orange. Oh, hell, the video is running. Hang on. Oh, mercy. All right, let's just let it run. So you can see the base color is blue, but I got pops of orange with the blue pots and the orange flowers. And coming around, there's the furniture. See the orange on the pillow, but mostly blue and neutral colors, right? So that's what I thought I would do with this. And if this works, well, I just cut the video short. I was going to show you if this works, where I plan to put it out here. Oh, for Pete's sakes. So in the corner to the right, you can see a TV stand, and it's got a platform on the bottom. I was going to put it at the foot of the TV stand. So with no further ado, let's get started. I don't know if I can talk and do this at the same time anymore. So my mom, you guys probably know that she's been living with us for a year now. Back in earlier February, I think it was the 11th. Long story. She was having some issues, took her to a urologist appointment. And from there, we ended up having to take her to the emergency room because she was failing fast. And got to the emergency room. She had a fever of 103. Long story short, they admitted her, said that she had a severe urinary tract infection that actually got into her bloodstream called bacteremia. I forget how you say it, but it's not good. So they put her on IV antibiotics, got her fever down. The next morning, this was in the evening that we got her in there. She didn't get up to her room till almost midnight because that's when Dave picked me up to bring me home. So they said they would keep her till she's 24 hours fever free. Well, about 5 hours after her fever broke, they called me and said, "What time can you come and get her?" I was like, "Well, hang on, that's not what they told me." And she said, "Nope, she's fine. Everything looks better, no fever." Okay, so we go get her at Friday, which was the next day. She wasn't even in there 24 hours. Less than 20 hours, actually. We go get her, and on the way home, the hospital is about 40 minutes from our house because of where the doctor appointment was. We just ended up going to the closest one, which her cardiac doctor worked out of. So that was another reason we went there. Halfway home, Dave was driving. We had her in the front seat. I was behind her, and she started shaking from head to toe hard. I videotaped it so I would be able to show the doctors when we got wherever we were going. And called the hospital and said, called the nurse's station for where she was in her room. And I said, you guys discharged her, rolled her out of there about 50 minutes ago. We're not even home yet. She is shaking like a leaf. She said, well, you should probably take her to urgent care. I said, bullshit. We're not taking her to urgent care that can't do anything for her. Well, then take her to an emergency room. I said, well, open the door. We're coming back to you. So I was not a happy camper. So back we went. And yeah, it was crazy, CB. So anyway, took her back. So then we have to go completely back through the whole process because she's been discharged. We got to go through triage, through emergency room, back to get a room, almost the same bed, put the same freaking IV in her arm. But meanwhile, she has to have all these tests, go through all this stuff. When we got back to triage, which was maybe a little over an hour after they rolled her out of the hospital, we got back over there and trying to remember how to fill this damn thing. By the time we got her into triage, her fever was back up to 101.8. So back into emergency. I sat back there with her in her room there while they took more blood, a ton of blood. I mean, they took tons of blood out of her because they knew she had it in her bloodstream. They took bottles of, not little vials, but small bottles, look like whiskey miniature bottles full of blood for cultures, and had to go through all that crap again for them to readmit her and get her back upstairs into a room, which took hours. Dave picked me up about 11:30 that night to come back home, and back on IV antibiotics. And the doctor I talked to the next morning that called me for an update said that he was going to keep her until she was 48 hours fever-free. And as weak as she was going in there, she couldn't get out of the transport wheelchair we have for her. She couldn't walk. She couldn't get her clothes off. She could hardly turn around. She was really out of it. And I said, well, are you sure it'll be safe for her to come home after this? He said, we're going to have PT come in and evaluate her and, see what they think. So the next day, another doctor called me and said, what time can you get here to get your mom? And I said, oh, no, not yet. He said 48 hours fever-free. This is what happened to us yesterday, and we are not going to put her through that again. So whatever you got to do on your side, you better start doing it because that ain't going to fly. So anyway, They ended up keeping her until Sunday evening, which was still a little bit short of time. They said physical therapy came in and said she's fit as a fiddle, doesn't need to go to like a step down unit or anything like that. And well, that's good if she really is. So anyway, we went to pick her up and brought her home, and she was 100% better. She was up to speed like she was before this ever happened to her. So that was the 10th, 11th, and 12th, I think, of February. They sent her home with some oral antibiotics, and she's been fine ever since, except Thursday night. She said something was starting again. The incontinence was worse. Excuse me. So her urine was like yellow milk, cloudy. And I thought, oh, crap. So she's had a home nurse coming since they discharged her from the hospital. Medicare has a nurse, pays for a nurse and physical therapy to come in the house. And she's been great, really nice lady, and really, really, Mom even likes her, and she doesn't like strangers poking around on her. So anyway, I called her and I told her what was going on, and she said, I'm about 20 minutes from there. I don't have any urine specimen cups. I'll swing by a lab and see if I can talk them into giving me some, which she did, and that worked. And she called me and she said she was on her way. So she came here, got a specimen, and when she saw it, she said, something's not right here. So she said if it's really bad and they take the time to look at it today, your doctor and myself will both call you and let you know what to do, and you'll probably have to call 911 and get her back in the hospital. Well, it's nearing the end of the day, and I hadn't heard anything. So Saturday morning, I called her doctor's office. And of course, Saturday, I got an on-call doctor. She called in a different antibiotic that Mom had been taking. She said maybe she's become resistant to it, whatever. So she started on that yesterday. Still having issues today. So tomorrow we'll get the results and have to figure out what to do from there. So anyway, that's part of what's been going on. Yeah, I was pissed off when they let her out that first time. I thought, are you freaking, when she was shaking, it was terrible. So anyway, they said with this bacteremia, or however the hell you say it, that you get shakes from the fever called rigors. And that's what, I'd heard of that before, but I didn't know what it was. That's what it was. And I mean, I thought she was maybe having a seizure at first. She was shaking so hard. And I had the presence of mind to videotape her. And they lasted for 45 minutes in the car, all the way till we got halfway home and turned around and went back to the hospital again. So, yeah, that was part of that ordeal anyway. So I have a tentative surgery date for myself now, which is March 29th. So I'm trying to get her squared away for when I'm out of the picture for an unknown amount of time, probably a month. If everything goes really good, it would probably be a month that I'm out of the picture. So we're going to move her back to her house in a couple of weeks where she can function better on her own. And then my niece, nephew, and my brother are going to take turns staying there with her, helping her with whatever she needs. We went over last week for a trial run to her house to see if she could actually take a shower there herself, where I've been helping her with a shower the last year when she's been here. And she was able to do it. But we got to figure out how she can maneuver in the kitchen and if she needs any outside help. And, I'm trying to get that lined up if we need anything beyond family, if it becomes more medical or, whatever, that I can try to get that done before I am AWOL. So anyway, and I figured 2 weeks ahead of time will give her time to get settled in, get in a routine, and let me be able to watch and see if there's anything that she will need help with. And the last week of the month. Hey, Mike. Yeah, Joan. So the last week of the month before my surgery, it's going to be running back and forth to Hopkins for a series of tests, multiple COVID tests, lung function tests, in-person meet up with the surgeon, pre-op exam, getting all my STD paperwork together. That's not a sexually transmitted disease. That's short-term disability. So yeah, there's a lot to get done. Let's see, how is this going to work on this? Everything on here is a curve, so this ought to be good. Let me try on the bottom in case I hose it up. So I think I'll take I separate these and try to get this texty stuff on this base down here. Hey, Z. I'm going to use this flat edge here to go against the very bottom. Let's see. Can you do that without? Oh no, that's going to have to be cut. Gonna have to cut you. Well, maybe I'll just have to cut a straight line there, because that's not going to wrap around there with those little bendy bits. Or can I just do that? Would that help? Oh, yeah, that'll help. Make a couple little nicks in here. So I'm not sure if I will be able to stream again before my surgery. When I have it, I'll be in the hospital for a minimum of 3 days, and I think that's an ICU, actually. And then home, I have 3 weeks of very limited mobility, no bending, lifting, all that kind of good stuff. A candle goes inside of here, Mike, in this big opening. A candle sits down in there and then glows through the design of these holes cut in it. Hey, Kimberly. Yeah, so that's the story. It's strange because now every other surgery that I've had, when I had the mastectomy and all that, I stayed over. I think I was there one night in the hospital. 1 or 2, I don't remember. But everything else I've had done was always outpatient. So now this is going to be in, and then it's strange because nobody can come in with you because of COVID. Thank you, COVID. Which I know that applies to everybody, but I'm not sure if I can be in contact with anybody because I'm not sure I can take like my phone or anything like that in with me, since they know I'll be staying. But I'm sure the doctor will be in touch with Dave and whatever, he can spread it. I just wish I would be able to call my mom because I know she'll be worried like a crazy person. So we'll do what we got to do. Phone, okay, there in the room. Your cell phone or just the hospital phone? That was for CB. Oh, hell, let's crash into the water bowl. Let's try to look for another, or your cell phone. Yeah, I got to find all that stuff out. I mean, I got plenty of time to do it, but just thinking out loud, like, what the hell's going to go on here now? I'm just going to cut this with scissors. It's faster than trying to wrestle with the ruler. I should have used the ruler because I can't cut straight to save my life. Some of that water out here. I thought first I liked this brush, but it's really hard to get the water out of it now. I don't know why. I'm going to cut this short because I know it's not all going to fit up on that where that groove is. I'm sure that's too big too. We shall see. And I know the font's going to be sideways, but that's okay. Oop. Can't have that. Don't want that. Okay, got to get rid of a lot of this. And hopefully by the time I get healed up, we can start opening up the deck again for this next season. We talked last summer about getting a pool. This year. Son had cancer surgery last week and they let his partner visit, stay overnight. Yeah, that's not going to happen here. Even with my mom being 93 and I'm the one that does all of the speaking for her. I mean, she can speak. She's tone deaf, can't hear what they're saying, and will just smile and nod. And I said, Mom, don't do that. You don't know what you're agreeing to. You could end up with a vasectomy. So I always am the one to, tell them all that happened. I remember all the meds and all that kind of stuff. But they let me go back into the emergency room with her from triage, which I didn't. Well, I was told I couldn't do. But then the nurse that took us back said, yeah, come on, you can go with us. So she let me go back. And then the next day, the nurse was saying, I'm sorry, you can't go past triage, which half of me was kind of glad for because I can't risk, it's going to be curtains going in for lung surgery if I get COVID. So not a good combination. But my mom said, well, she went in yesterday. Why can't she come back with me? So back I went for another, I don't know, we're in there 6 or 7 hours, I guess. So what the hell was I talking about? I had a point going in there somewhere. Oh, just that they wouldn't let me, I was done after that. I couldn't go past there. Get off. This is really wonky here. Cut a straight edge down here. Yeah, I think it's, different states, different rules. Maybe even different hospitals have different rules within the state or within the county. But yeah, I could not. And when she was in last summer, because when she had the mini stroke and she was in there, they ran a COVID test when she was down in the ER. And last time she was in there, they ran it, but they didn't get the results back. It wasn't one of those quick tests. It was one you had to actually wait for. And but she was discharged and back home when I got a message that her test was negative. Oh, thanks. But they did say at that time, now that was last July, they did say that she could have one visitor that could come in and stay as long as they want for one day and then leave. You couldn't go in and out. but she couldn't have a second visitor in there. And it couldn't be like me in half a day and my brother in half a day. That was a no-go. That wasn't going to work either. Did not allow it. So, how do I want to do this? This has a little bit of a decorative edge here, this little beaded stuff here. So I want to go just in between here on this curve, which is probably going to be painful, but we're gonna do it anyway. So I need these longer scissors. Make fewer cuts. So, I mean, I'm not worried about being in there. With no company, I mean, no visitors. I'm not worried about that. Just a communication with my mom. I mean, and Dave, of course, but if the doctors are calling him, at least he'll have something to share with everybody. But I know my mom would feel better hearing my voice. And but being in ICU at least part of the time, I'm not sure I'll be on the cell phone wanting to chat anybody up if I need to be in there. So we shall see. It's got to go to about there. I'm not going to put this whole strip up there. I just want to cut it the same length. While I'm cutting it, I'm just going to tear this. All right, let's see what we get here. Let's put that right there. Oh, look at you being a pain. I knew it was going to buckle a little bit, but that's okay. Ooh, this heater's got to go now. That's done its job. Hey, Margie. I'm just going to spin this around and do one of these every so often. Make that one a little more narrow. Ooh. Trying to cover up this little bit here where that paper went up here. Trying to cover that. This will be outside but undercover and should never get wet where it's going to sit, but it will be exposed to heat, cold, and some sunlight, partial, just a little bit of the day sunlight in the late afternoon where I'm going to plop it. Oops, it's a little too small. Oh, hell. No, that means just a small. Oh, well. Let's just go with it, shall we? I don't think a project like this you can hose. Well, just as I say that, this folds over on me. You can hose it up too bad because it's just going to be some conglomeration of bits and kind of patchwork. So it's not like it's going to be an exact science for this kind of stuff. All right, let's see. Let's get. I want to get some more text down there somehow. Let's try this. Trying to squeeze this out on this non-stick pad up here so it puddles for me. see. If I do that. Well, gotta make that a straight line. If I do that, stop. Let me make a little mark on here. I am very late on the uptake on some of the popular Netflix shows, but oh my God, I am so sucked in with Outlander. Oh, and I'm almost to the end of season 5. And I see that season 6 won't be out for quite a while. And I thought, how am I going to make that work? Well, that didn't work. How is that straight and not going on that straight line? How is that? Because of the curve, I guess. Oh, well, aren't you a pain? Anybody else an Outlander fan? I didn't watch it at first. I didn't know what I thought it was going to be. I didn't know that it was a story that it was. I thought it was going to be more of, warriors in the Highlands and more like a, what was that one with, what's his face? Mel Gibson. What was that one called? Although there was a lot of fighting and war, certainly all through it, but the storyline and the love story is just really drew me in. So I think I got this. The one I'm watching now might be the last of season 5. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't mind a little raunch, Margie. Cut a couple of nips in there. See if that'll lay down better on that curve. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Hey, Susan. Behind her eyes. I haven't heard that one. That sound is me drinking out of this bottle. In case anyone's wondering. Okay, how are we going to do these bits in here? I need to get some of this blue down here. Yeah, how will one do that, pray tell? All right, let's just do this. CB, I haven't seen the news lately. I know you made out okay in the storms in Texas. How about your neighboring counties? And are they back with water and electric? Has the infrastructure all been restored by now? God, I hope so. Get off of there. Ah, get off of there. Let's just do it here. I was thinking where these don't meet up just right on this edge, that maybe I'll take one of these in the black or the bronze and just try to make a bead around there. But I don't know about that acrylic out in the weather. Yeah, that was terrible. Some of my coworkers were affected by that. I'm going to look for something else. That's kind of a wonky piece. Let's put that over here and try to see if that helps. Oops, cut that a little short, but that's okay. No one's going to notice except for all of you. Oh, hello. I really like this. This was a whole piece of paper in last month's. I'm going to grab more of that. Here it is right here. This was in last month's. I really love this piece. So we shall use more of that. Oh, that one I better cut so I got a straight edge somewhere. Ish. Ah! That's not going to work. That's way too big. Way, way, way too big. Let's try a little bit of that there. Oops. I need to get some neutrals in here and more scripting too. That'll work. It's getting a little sticky. Maybe some of this brown. I like that design in there, but that's too big to have any of that show anywhere on here, I do believe. Maybe take a little bit of this busier piece here. I don't like all that white edge. Oh, shit. Oops. Is Gayla here? Tell her to mark me down one. Hey, Julie. I'm just going to throw that in there as wonky as it is. Can't make it like a mosaic and have every piece exact, so it's it's best I start crisscrossing them and mishmashing them now, I believe. Patty. Yeah, Susan, my tentative date is the 29th. And the plan is still the same. After the PET scan, the plan didn't really change. So he will go in and remove the part of my lung that's around the largest nodule and have pathology standing by. Quick freeze it, hand it to them, see what their first analysis is, whether it's positive or not. If it's positive, God forbid, they will go in and take more of my lung, probably the whole lower lobe at that time, and go from there. So that's the plan. That fits in there pretty good. Oops. Hey, Carrie-Ann. Thanks, Margie. I'll take them all. I'm not proud. I figure the more people that put energy on it, the better. I have a feeling, though, that it's going to be benign. But we've been following these nodules for 4 years. The first year, there was only 2 tiny ones in my right lung, 2 and 3 millimeters, tiny. And then about 2 years in, a couple showed up on my left side. And then they were scanning every 6 months for 4 years. The ones that the one that turned out to be the largest one on my left has increased in size the last 3 scans. So it's thought that it will continue to do that. So, God, I can't talk and work at the same time anymore. I'm not going to get any younger, and it's not going to get any smaller. And every time we let it go another 6 months is a gamble. If it is bad, I'll know, and I'll be able to start fighting it sooner than later. If it's benign, then that was a lot of pain and suffering for nothing. But then and it's out of the back of your head, and you go on. And so, and my dad passed of lung cancer, so trying to be smart about it. I know that's a shock. Me and smart don't usually go in the same sentence. Ask Gayla. What am I going to put in there? Pray tell. I could do some more blue over on this side, I do believe. There's that other little hunk of blue. It's not really blue, but it's a little hunk of something. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, Dave and I talked about it and thought, that's probably the best approach is just to remove the threat and, find out where we are for sure instead of guessing and guessing for years. So that's the plan. I like this little weird piece here. Not a fan of that purple and yellow with this scheme. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oops. Are we going here somewhere? Let's go over here with this one. That might work like that. Well, I hope yours turns out good too, Susan. And you're a nurse, correct, Susan? Am I remembering that correctly? You're the Susan that's a nurse. Where the hell did I say I was going to put that? Oh, here. I believe here is where she's going. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. Great. Let's see, how am I going to do that? Let's do something like this. How much of that will go in there? I don't like that little red bit in there. That's off the scheme. Oop. I've got a couple little bits of this background showing, but it kind of blends in. Because see how those two little bits there? That's just the background sticking out there and on the other side of that piece. But you can't really tell. And it's not like somebody's going to be picking this up to examine it. If they do, I'll tell them to put the damn thing down. It's none of their business. What can I put in there? Oh, wait a minute. What do we got over here? I can certainly grab for more papers. I just wanted to see. This is kind of... Oh, shit. Oop, I said it again. Sound like Britney Spears. Is that the right angle? No. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Sure. Hey, Bonnie. Thanks. Are you Bonnie Blue? Are you my Bonnie? Or are you a new Bonnie? Got a couple little chunks over here I can do with a little blue. I can get like a triangular piece down through there. You're my Bonnie. I saw her first. I think it was almost a year ago, Bonnie, that we were all in Arizona. Well, over a year now. All in Arizona together before shit hit the proverbial fan. Oh, God. Oops. So this is a lantern body that will go out on my deck. And I'm trying to incorporate a few of the colors that are in my deck furniture that's got kind of a gray, taupey, denim, and then a denim color, blue, and a little bit of navy. Oh, when I was talking about that, I started to say last year we talked about this year we were going to get a pool kind of connected to the deck. And then when we found out how my scans were coming back, I told Dave, I said, you know what, let's just wait and see how that turns out before we put money in a pool that I may not be able to use for some time or help with. So that's what we did. They were hard to get. Last year we thought about getting one, and they were out of stock everywhere. You couldn't get a pool. Nobody had any left. Huh. I tore that wrong, didn't I? Hey, silly girl. Wider here. I'll go there. Easy enough. Oh. Oh, crap. How the hell did I think that was going to work? Let's just do that. And then I'll rip this bit off up here. Oh, almost straight. What do you know? It's my lucky day. Apparently, something's a little downhill here. This glue, I'm telling you, I gotta get out a baby wipe. It's like total boogers on my fingers. I know. I wanted to take her class so bad, Allie, but at the time when we had to sign up, I didn't know if I'd be able to or not, because I didn't know when the surgery was coming up. And I know it goes for a few weeks, and I think I'll definitely take it the next time. But I hated to miss that one. I always loved those scrolls and the stuff that she had hanging in her background for some of her streams. But one must have priorities. Okay, so there's the bottom of that. I'm going to come back maybe and add a little something on there. Now up here, I think what I'm going to do, like I did the bottles and stuff, just strike a line somehow here and paint this bronze and paint this handle bronze. Now or later. I'm thinking if I do it now, if I get uneven here, which I will, then I can cover it with some of the collage. Right? Let's try that. Try that maneuver. So I need my clear, oh, Lord have mercy, my clear gesso. Ooh, I must get up and move more often. Looking for an appropriate brush. This one's good enough, I guess. Good night. Oh, there goes the bronze paint on the floor. Oh, I wonder about maybe painting the center of these flowers bronze. Huh. So let me get this out of the way. Let me fold this over and put some bronze paint on here. Here it is. Oh, shoot. I should have put out the gesso first, but no. Oh, my. Yes, that was my teeth. I just had to look. I thought, is that clear gesso or is it glue I'm putting down there? All right, so let's have a little coat of clear gesso. I'm more brave with the clear gesso than I am with the bronze paint. Of course, I'll probably be able to strike an exact line with the gesso. Get the paint on here and then won't all shaky trying to get it just right. Yeah, I really wanted to do that when I saw it. I thought, I'm going to sign up for that. And I thought, no, you cannot do that because you don't know what's going on. I might wait to paint the handle when I'm finished with everything else so that I don't have to handle the handle too much. All right. Of course, I put way too much gesso out there. And I'm going to do something. I'm going to clean up some of these scraps so they don't blow when I turn the heat gun on. And they will. Okay. Get this to dry a little bit quicker. Heat gun. Need a rotisserie. Maybe I'll do the handle in black. I need a little bit more black topping in this, I think. It's black, but it's kind of grayed out down here. Oh, we'll see. We shall see. Oops, I hit the cord for my camera. Take your Dramamine. All right, I think that's good enough. Oh, crap. I wash out this brush. All right, here goes nothing. Sorry, I'm not watching chat right at the moment. I can't believe how unsteady my hand is anymore. I used to be able to, when I was painting inside in my house, of course, then I used to be able to get on the floor. I get on the floor now, but getting up, I can get down, but I'm not sure if I can get back up. But I used to be able to get on the floor and contort myself in various positions to just take a wet, I use an angle brush to paint the baseboard. I wouldn't have to tape it or anything. I could just get it going and just cut a straight line over there. Oh, no more. No more of that craziness. Bye, Julie. Yeah, those were the days, all right, Margaret. God, way back in the day, I used to not only take karate, but I used to teach karate. Guys probably never would believe that, but that's the God's honest truth. And the sensei, that if you know what that is, the leader of that style of karate, he wrote a book on it, and he used me for pictures in the book for flexibility pictures for some exercises. I could not only do a split, I could do a Roman split where instead of going, your legs going like this, like this, right? Front to back like this, I could go like this and hit the ground. And they do stretches where they'd stretch out your legs before class where you'd lean up against a wall and kick one of your legs out sideways, and your partner would push your ankle and bounce your leg higher and higher to stretch out your inner thigh muscles. And my ankle could go beyond my hip and head and shoulder and touch the wall. You'd have bone parts flying into another county if somebody would do that to me now. Hell, at one time I could put both my ankles behind my head. Those were the days. Oh, sweet Jesus, I'm getting a visual now. Didn't say it was going to be pretty. Just said I could do it. Almost around once here. Yeah, not happening nowadays, Joan, that's for sure. We win a lot of bets at a bar. All right. I don't think that'll need a second coat. We'll see how that goes. All right, get rid of this. This will be dried up by the time I come back to it. Clean up my brush. And we shall carry on. But I want to try to get more papers to use here. These are from, oh hell. Got stuff flying everywhere. Oh, come on. These are good papers. Just went all over the floor. A little hunk of black. A little black, a little of that. These are like, these feel heavier papers though. I was playing with scripting the other day when I had 5 minutes. Here's the no toner papers. All right. They aren't the right color. This is. Maybe use that. All right. I must dig a little deeper in here. See what we come up with. I'm going to use that little piece. Oh, this will work. Get some more scripting in there. You know what? I might use this little for a little rascal. It's the right color blue. Might use some of that for a little pop of black here and there. Maybe squidge that in somewhere. That. Oh, what am I doing? No black and white stripes. Eileen and Dorothy would be so disappointed. I haven't seen Eileen in eons. Does anybody know if she's all right? Of course, I haven't streamed in eons either, so. I might go back and put little pops of that in there. Hey, there's a little bit of orange I could maybe throw in there because the little pops of orange on the deck. Oh, look at that one. All right, let's see where we get with that. Hey, Christine. I think this is from Jude in New Zealand with that bunch of lovely stuff she sent. Oh, I need more black and white. Hold the press. And look, there it is. I'll go back and throw a little sliver of gold down in there too. Okay, let's see what the hell we're doing here. Maybe I'll just do like thin strips. Where's my ruler? Here it is. I know Dorothy does not like my black and white stripes. Leave some of that black on there. I like that. A little bit of black to separate that. And this, oops. Another piece of deli. Thanks, Tori. Have a nice dinner. Maybe I'll take a little piece around here. How will that work? I'm gonna cut it up here, I guess. Make a little snippets above the top edge so it lays around the curve a little better. Can't believe tomorrow's March 1st. Make that one a little deeper. There we go. Put a little something over here. Get that straight edge off of there. Yeah, this was one of those pieces that went bad, Joan, if you recall. But it turned out really cool, actually, because it didn't. You remember how some of the ones that had paint on it, it just like the whole piece of paper came out solid foil with no variation in it at all, or no design. This one, when you hit the light the right way, you can see all the designs that are in there. It's still really shiny, but you can see all the images. I thought that was best of both worlds. All right, a little bit of this down here somewhere. I do. Let's break up these two pieces right here. That looks a little contrived, but let's go this way. Let's make a little strip. Let's try that. Oh, hell. Too long. Don't stick. Don't you do it. I know you're sticky glue. Oh, hell. There we go. Oh, maybe I can stick this little piece somewhere. Oh, where is it? There it is. Let's put you right there. Or not. Well, I guess my finger is stickier than the back of that. So, so much for that. What in the hell is getting like knocking down all my dominoes over here? All right, get the boogers off again. That's good glue, but man, once it gets on you, that's all she wrote for a while. Oh, and let's put a little hunk of this in there. Get rid of this. white bits. I have Jude with me on the deck. Oops. This little schmutz and that other spot right there. Just a little bit. Little teeny tiny bits. Something over here, maybe. This will be a little black and orange in here. Can't hate that. Do this over here. And I'll do that. I feel like I'm talking to myself. It's a good thing you guys are here. Yeah, Xandra's going to stream at 4:30 today, guys, and has new stuff in her shop, paintandpaperstudio.com. Z, always feel free to put your link up there for your shop. Where am I going to put you, my little lovely? Over there. Let's break that up a little bit. Right. Oops. Crash. This tear is really nice. I don't know what kind of tissue this is. Some New Zealand wonder. Get off. Let's see. So let's take this little bit. Oh, shit. Damn glue. Oops, that again. Gail is missing out on a lot of logs in the book. Get a little of that up there. This is kind of a cool looking piece. And she's got a lot of new stuff now, Julie. Enter with caution. I'm going to put some of this way. Or this way. Oh, that's way off. That curve. Way off the curve. Go this way. Cut it here. Ooh, Jesus, almost. Hello. Let me do that a little more under control. If there is such a thing for me. Don't do it. There we go. It's not bad. Hey, buddy. Oh, thanks. Just collaging with Robyn's February printables on like a lantern. It's got a candle that goes inside of it for outside on our deck. And I thought I'd collage it with some of these papers. See what happens. Let's do that. Kind of have a denim blue and pops of orange out on the deck, so I'm trying to pull some papers that mimic that colorway, as it were. Let's try that. Z, are you still feeling better from that last new drug? Oh, hell, that's way off. What am I doing? What am I doing? A little black in there. What are we doing over here? Oh, hello. Knock the paint off, why don't you? I might put some of that on top. Oh, my stripes. You guys are letting me down. Oh, good. Thank goodness, Z. It's about time. I should use the edge of the paper for that down there. And maybe this. Maybe I'll put a little squidge in there, that one. Just a little bit here and there. Don't have to have a lot of it for impact. That high contrast, I think, makes a good impact. And just little dabs. Little dab will do ya. This way. Oh, shit. Oops, and I said shit again. Gayla, I'm telling you. You are missing the boat today, kid. Yeah. Oh. Now, where was I going to put that? Up here? Forgot already. This is getting a little gluey. Get a clean side. I'm going to try to do that. See what happens. All right. What else we got here? Oh, pictographs. One must have pictographs in here. Oh, CB. Hey, Kathy. Let me tear some of this with the rubber brush. Yeah, I feel like I'm a little dizzy. Sorry, probably underneath it here. But I'm just water cutting strips of this. And getting some more of that brown in here. A little bit of that turquoisey pop is in there. Black. Okie dokie. Let's see. Put a little strip of you right in there. How about that? Right in the middle of the little Q. Where the hell that is. I know I drew them, but I don't know what it is. And every time my mom puts her recliner up and down, it sounds like she's fallen. Piece of that. And what else? What else we got here? Oh, what's this? Maybe I'll cut this in half this way. And then let's just make it shorter bits. Hey, Glennis. All right. What do we want to go with through here? Oh, what's this? All this white left on here. I don't want that on there. Get off. All right. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's go up like this. Hey, Bonnie Blue, have you ever gotten any of this, the Giotto glue sticks? I know you don't do a lot of this kind of stuff. Let's see, what do I want to put up here? Oh, these little bits. This is on tissue. Huh. Huh. See, Julie, you probably have your garden to tend. I can't believe all the stuff that you grow. That's so cool. Ah, get off me. Oh, hell. There we go. Okay, I need to let's put a little bit of you down here. Oh, where's the other hunk? Here, this is wider. Will that fit? No, that's too wide. Oh, maybe this. Hang on. Hold the phone. Oops. This is a bigger strip here, it looks like. I don't know how. I don't know how because I think this was done off on a stencil. Let's do this right above that character there. I'm telling you, this glue is some sticky business. It's a crappy rainy day here today. All right, let's get another hunk of try that. It's pretty good, actually, right there. All right. Let's can I put this up here? Well, that's going to be tricky, but we're going to try. I need to take a little curve bit out of the top. Will that work? Ish. Good enough. Ish is close enough for me. I really don't know what kind of paper this is, but can you see the pattern on the back? See if that'll focus for me. See that crisscrossy pattern in the back? It feels like a heavy tissue, but it's got that texture on the back. It tears really great. And that's from Jude in New Zealand. So I don't know if that's something local she gets there or if it's readily available or what that deal is, but she gets some good stuff. Let's do, I don't want to do it that big. Everything else is kind of small-ish. I'm going to go this way. Let's go that way. What do I want to put in here? Some black and white, maybe. Ooh, this shiny stuff, too, I have. Oh. Think this way for some reason. Let's just do it. Just go in the middle and try to figure out the little bits to fill it in with. Oh, I got that already. Huh. All right. Let's see, will that work in there? That's too big. Too big. This way. No, not the right piece. Oh, here's this poor little sucker. Sweet Jesus. I got to get you in here somewhere because now it's just pitiful. Let me just throw you. Let's just do this. This is on a piece of tape. Let's just do this. Shall we, little friend? You'll be part of something before you die. Well, of course, this one little edge doesn't have glue on it. We'll just do that. And here, you shall forever be. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Well, it's on there. I'm going to put this little sliver. I'll put you right there. And this little rascal, just so you're not left out, where can I put you? Oh, I'm almost done. Well, let's put you up here. What's going to go there? I got orange there and there. I got stripes. I got gold. I got blue. I got that. So it can be like a little bit of anything, I guess, in there. Let's try a piece of this. Huh. Did you guys all fall asleep? Am I boring you to death? I haven't seen the chat move for a while. It's hard to, when you're doing one like this, to watch the chat all the time too, actually. All right, let me have a little look-see. I'm going to put a little something there. That looks a little funky. Need a little something right there. Oh, maybe a little sliver of this. He's doing good, CB. His little toe injury, his little toe boo-boo's all fixed up. He was better the next day, actually. All that hubbub. They didn't even have to sedate him when we took him to the vet to get that nail cut off that was way back into the quick and bleeding from when he broke it on the ice. They said they distracted him with peanut butter and was able to work on him. Oh, mercy. My old boss just got a puppy from Oakley's breeder. They've had him maybe a week. He is so cute. No, I am not getting another puppy. I can promise you that. Not happening. Okay, so you need a little something else down here. I need to bling it a little bit more. Little pops of this gold here and there, I think, will help. And the edges of this paper will bring in a little bit of black. And I'm just going to throw this on anywhere because I pretty much have this space covered up, I think. Oh my God, puppies are murder. It's a good thing they're cute. I'm telling you, Oakley like to kill me. Oh, sweet Jesus. That one. We have about 10 steps off of our deck to get down into the yard. So all that potty training. Oh, Lordy. He was he was too little when we got him for the first few weeks to be able to go up and down the steps by himself. So about every hour and a half, I had the alarm set through the night, get him out of his crate, walk him down the steps, let him go pee, put him back to bed. And then through the day, I remember I took off the first week to try to stay home with him from work and try to housebreak him. He housebroke me. Jesus. Oh, God bless him. Yeah, by midweek, my knees were so torn up from going up and down those steps, like every 45 minutes or so during the day, just to make sure when he had to squat and pee, he was going to be outside and try to put those two things together. Oh, Lord of mercy. You get some pictographs down there. All right, now I think I'm going to take some of this coffee stain bits here. I need to hydrate. You're going to hear that weird noise again. My alkaline water. Ah. Yep. We tried to rescue Labs before we got Mojo. He was our first, then we got Babe. So 13 years ago, we tried to rescue a yellow lab from the Yellow Lab rescue site. And most of you have probably seen pictures of our dogs and how we treat them. And they told us that we did not qualify to take one of their dogs. This particular one, I said, you found him in a dumpster and he was skin and bones. I think we can top that. I think we can do a little bit better than that. And they said no, because we mentioned that once we got him here, and we had him for like a year or so until he got, adapted and acquainted and felt comfortable, that because it said he loved to play with other dogs, that we would get, excuse me, we'd get a second one. And they said that that's what disqualified us, that we would dare to put another dog in with him. I said, well, his profile said he loves playing with other dogs, so you might want to reword that. Oh, shit, I just tore that in half. And I said shit again. Well, that's the way it goes, apparently. You know what? I'm just going to put this up here, just that little bit. Maybe that was for a reason. I'm just going to get some little pops of black in here now. So, yeah, we were disqualified. And then they wouldn't even call us back. Hey, Sandra. I know. So, okay. Well, I guess we're no good. Can't be trusted with the rescue dog. They were really rude about it, actually, too. The one that interviewed us and was supposed to come for a home inspection didn't show up. And the one that did was here for about 5 minutes and left. We had the whole yard fenced in. And, the house was safe. The yard was safe. Everything was way you'd want it to be, but nope. Didn't make the cut. All right, where am I going to put you, my little lovely? Maybe something to break this little bit up here. So you can tell that Mojo, Oakley, and Babe look really tortured their whole life. That way or this way? Let's go this way. Let's put a little schmutz kind of in there, I think. A little bit of black. Okay. That might be too much. Do I have a skinnier piece? Get off. Which way do you want to go? Oh, we'll see. My boss, old boss that got the puppy, he is a diehard Tom Brady fan. And when Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, I knew he was going to get a puppy. He was waiting. And I said, let me save you some time. Why don't you just plan? We were talking about puppy names. And I said, let me save you some time. Why don't you just name him Brady? You know that's what you're going to do. And they picked up the puppy, sent me a picture, and said, meet Brady. That's what they named him. Something about this that I'm not wild about. Would that make me wilder? With that peeking out from there? That's probably too big. Probably too much. Now I'm just fussing with it. Yeah, when he left the company, we took a collection, and I got him a framed Tom Brady jersey. It was autographed and framed in a shadow box kind of thing. I need that there. There's something that's weird here today. I'm not wild about that. What can we do with that? Nope. Maybe a little bit of this. Oh, hang on. What's this? Let's see, a little splash of this gold right there. I mean, I guess I could paint in between these little pieces if I really felt like I needed to cover every snaggly inch of this thing. All right, this I think needs to be broken up a little bit. Yeah, I just did that. Okay, let's stop for a moment. Just got a little bit of color on it. I wonder if I painted this whole rim, those little triangles and dots, if I painted that bronze or painted it black. Maybe it needs some black, and do these little center flowers bronze. If I make that black and maybe wipe it back a little bit. And I think I'll do the handle black instead of bronze so it pops a little bit more. Most of this is going to be seen as this because it's going to sit like this, and you got to be way away from it to even see what's down there, actually. So a little pop of black, you think? And the bronze and the flowers. What time is it? 3:30. Okay. I'm going to maybe play another half an hour. Look, a whole piece of stripes left. Put that in the precious column over there. So let's I need a smaller brush though. Oh, sweet Moses. Smaller brush. This one or this one? Let me take these two. This should do it. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, I wonder if I should put clear gesso on these first. Hell with it. Let's just see what happens. It came with this candle that's an electric candle that fits down there. You put a battery in it. It's got the little fake wick in there that flickers, a flickering wick. How many of these are around here? 100? That looks kind of cool, I think. I shall carry on. How about painting the trim bronze? Painting the trim bronze along with the inside of the flowers. You mean making this bronze too? I can't decide if I want to make it bronze or black. I'm going to make the handle black, so I need something popping off of it. I'm not watching the chat right at the moment, so if you say anything or ask me anything, put it in all caps and I'll glance up every once in a while. I'll try to catch it. I think I saw, I don't know if there's any New Amsterdam fans out there, but I think that's coming back on soon. I didn't catch the date, but I got the DVR set to record it whenever it comes on. Now here's two together. I guess they joined the seam of the metal there. Oh, Carrie Ann, I didn't know you were having surgery. I hope it's nothing serious. I'll be going in myself the end of March. I hope it's nothing too. I'll say a prayer for you for sure. Trying to get this finished within my time so that Lord knows when I'll get down here again at this rate. I think I'm going to clean up what used to be my jewelry desk where I would assemble my lampwork beads into jewelry. It's upstairs. I had a full desk set up for that. And I have another desk on the other side where I have like my office for work now. But I think I might clean some of that jewelry desk up and bring like some minimal supplies up there so that when I'm back home and feeling up to moving around a little bit, I can go in there and maybe throw some watercolors around or something. I'm sure every time I go to reach for something, what I want's going to be downstairs. Oh, well. Sweet Moses, how many of these I got left to do? Oops. Look, a paper stuck on there. Oh, 3 more. Hang on, I'm almost done. I know this is boring. All right, 2 more. Amalia, hello. All right. So there's that. I wonder what it would look like if I painted these bronze and where the dot is, put a little dot of black with this little nubby thing here. I'd have to do it piecemeal because I'd have to let it sit and dry in a certain area before I could roll it over. And those beads take a little while to dry. I'm going to paint the handle black then. Right now. Oh. Let's see how I can do this without flubbing up the whole thing here. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, I didn't gesso it. Hello. I guess I should. Oh, crap. This other brush for this. See, I can't lay this on its side right now because of the bronze flowers. I'll try not to flub up the handle too bad and hold that up and try to dry the whole works with the heat gun here in a minute. My friend Gail and I are going to a drive-by baby shower for a good friend of ours next Saturday. Hate that you can't do these things in person these days, but I get it. Well, I can't expose myself now anyway, going in for what I gotta do, but still sucks. Okay. Now, back to the heat gun. Oh, Lord, Sandra, I'd shoot myself before I had to do every one of these triangles in black and bronze. I do not have the patience for that, although it would look cool. Not going to happen here. Thank God. I have no patience. Painting those flowers, that was like my last nerve right there. Oh, shit. If there's another one, Gail, I missed. Yeah, I think we're all about there, Amalia. Jeez Louise. Other than maybe 5 or 6 hours a week, I've been in the house with my mom for a year. I've worked since I was 13, and I've always been used to leaving the house every day and going to work. Not when I was 13. I just worked I worked 12-hour days on weekends when I was 13. And then when I was 14 and actually legal to work, I worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day at a beach um, that friends of our family owned. As I worked behind the counter and served and cooked food and lifeguarded and did first aid and everything that was done at the beach. I did that till I was 19, actually. I love doing that. That was fun. But my point is, I've been used to going somewhere every day forever. Let's see what it's doing. All right. I'm going to throw this on, and then I'm going to bail. I want to get ready for Xander coming on at 4:30. And how am I going to do this? Well, let's just do it. Less talk and more paint. Now I'm really not looking at chat. All right, my plan is to keep the very top of this clean from paint. So I got something to hold on to here. See, I'm thinking ahead. Oops. I have to touch up a little of this bronze. There's one boo-boo on it. All right, when I finish this handle, I'm going to wrap it up for the day. And I think I'll just put a ruler or something underneath here for this to rest on. So don't forget to check out Sandra's new, well, not her new shop. Her shop, she's got a bunch of new items. This is what I meant to say. I struggle with English. Huh. Speaking of struggling with English, did you guys see my Facebook post about that Yahoo that sent me a message about my kind and beautiful eyes and my angel, I don't know, my smile was that of a diamond angel or something. I was like, hey, get a life, bozo. Sweet Jesus. I can't believe so many people fall for this crap. All right, now I'm going to take this and maybe just let that go down on there a little bit and rest to dry. And then if any black paint gets on there, it's a black ruler. I'm not going to cry about it, and then I'll touch up what I have to on here if I need to touch anything up there. And that's the name of that tune for right now. What are you asking about that post, Susan? Oh yeah. I've been getting a flood of broken English posts from very American named gentlemen that are decorated officers and dressed in tuxedos and yeah, trying to woo me for my money, I'm sure. Good luck. Good luck with that, people. Not happening. Got to get up a little earlier in the morning to try to pull one over on me on that crap. Oh, mercy. What are you going to do? But it's funny, a lot of the women posted saying that they've been seeing an uptick of that too. So I guess it's not my angel eyes after all. Oh, God bless me. All right, kids. That's it for today. Don't forget to check out Robyn's printables on her teachables.com site. It's Robyn McClendon. I'll link everything below as soon as I dig my way out of this mess and get back upstairs. I'll put all this in the description of the video so you can find these goodies yourself. Most of you, I think, already buy these, so you probably know where you got your previous months. But actually, by tomorrow, the March ones should be coming out. So they're $6, and this time it was this ones I showed at the beginning of the video were 24 pages of all original art stuff, collage form, jelly prints, all kind of goodies. So check that out. And I'm not sure if I'll get on to stream again before my surgery, but hopefully, it won't be too long after that. Day of my surgery. 29th of March is the tentative date right now, Amalia. So, all right, kids, thanks for hanging with me. I appreciate it. And if you're the praying type and want to throw one up, I will gladly receive it. And I will catch you guys on the other side. Take care.